welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me here. My name is Charity, and this message is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. And of course, anyone who's interested in Aries is welcome here. This is going to be a reading where I'll have your cards on one side and your person's cards on the other. This could be somebody specifically on your mind, connected to, or coming towards you, depending upon your situation. I'm recording this message for the energies of August, but I do ask these readings to be timeless and give you something you need to hear when you need to hear it. So let's get into this. I'm going to get Aries cards first and then your person's, but I just wanted to show you this real quick. I'm looking at the bottom of the deck, and for your cards, Aries, we have the Three of Wands, which is specifically Aries energy, and the cards for the person who is on your mind or could be thinking about you, we have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. Leo energy there, but also very specifically August energy, like July and August energy. So as I am recording this, it does feel like there is somebody who is thinking about you. And I do have to say, this could be a really good sign for something coming towards you, something very positive. The Three of Wands is all about your ships coming in. It can be messages, communications, seeing something on the horizon that you've been hoping for. And with the Sun, it has to do with happiness. So I just had to show you all of that. Now, I'm going to get Aries cards first. I'm going to lay them all out here, but I'll hold them up as we talk about the energies. Spirit, what is the heart of the matter? What is Aries thinking? What is Aries thinking overall about a connection or a potential connection? What is going on in the daily life? Could be affecting this. What is happening in the daily life? What is going on in the heart space? What intentions does Aries have towards a connection or a potential connection? And what is a potential outcome in the near future whenever these energies are meant to unfold? And oh my goodness, all of that shuffling, and look what we are back to on the bottom of the deck. It's like Spirit really wants you to get this message. Once again, it is paired with a very positive major arcana, Three of Wands here with the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a positive turning point. It is when your universe, your angels, divine, blows the trumpet and says it's time. It's time for you to experience some of the good things that you came here for. It definitely can represent a significant strong soul connection, soulmate, twin flame, if that is your journey. Wanting to talk, wanting to see you, could even be messages or communication coming towards you. I know you're all dealing with different kinds of connections, so take this how it speaks to you. But I do have to say, the Judgment card, the Sun showing up, especially in connection to something that you've been hoping and waiting for, is very powerful. It's very positive. You could really get some incredible news in love, in relationships, or really in any area of your life with those incredible cards showing up. Okay, now we're going to get the cards for the person on Aries' mind, the person thinking about Aries, and two just jumped out. We already have some mirroring energy going on here as well. Okay, what is going on in the daily life? What is going on in the daily life could be affecting things. What is happening in the heart space? How's this person feeling? How are they feeling when it comes to Aries and this connection? What intentions do they have? And what is a potential outcome in the near future for whenever these energies are meant to unfold? Wow, okay. We do have, my goodness, Aries, somebody is thinking about you, and I have to show you what is going on the bottom of the deck and deeper in the deck here. Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Right behind it, the Queen of Wands, and I'm also seeing the King of Wands. And the Hermit Hermit peeking out here. You've also got the Hermit on your side. Some of you could definitely be dealing with a Virgo. Also can be a situation where there has been some quiet. Sometimes that can represent a little to no contact. But I feel like the Lantern is like right over the Queen of Wands, which queens are cardinal. So that is specifically Aries energy. It definitely feels like somebody who has perhaps been quiet or maybe just not expressed what is going on is thinking about you. It's like they can't stop thinking about you. Aries, and then Cancer for the Four of Cups, strong Sagittarius, and then Leo energy here with all this fire for the King of Wands. But with the Queen and King of Wands showing up here, this can, regardless of sign, gender, you all know these are energies, represent two people are very drawn to each other. Two people are very interested in one another. Somebody who is thinking about you. Somebody who feels like they really could be your match. But look at what is behind, like what is in front of all of this. This Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is somebody who I feel like is not fully satisfied with things as they are. It's almost like the situation, the space that they're in, they're kind of bored, they're not fully satisfied. It feels like they want more, but they're guarded here, maybe even quiet, sending some mixed signals. It does feel like all this person can think about is the two of you. You could have like a really significant, like, attraction, chemistry to one another. There could be really good conversations when the two of you talk. It could click. But it does feel like this is somebody who's a little guarded. I don't know. Maybe there's been some disappointment or something has happened between the two of you where they're feeling a little confused or unsure, not seeing the opportunity. But when I took out that King and Queen of Wands, I saw the 10 of Cups here. The 10 of Cups, it is beautiful. It is happiness. It can be fulfillment. It can be taking things to the next level. It definitely can be somebody who feels like you're the one that they want to share their world with. They share their life with. But for whatever reason, it's like they don't really know if this is possible. But it isn't stopping them from wanting and hoping for this. I definitely feel like there's a little confusion here, though, on both sides. We have the Moon for the heart of the matter for you. And then for your person, the Moon jumped out with the Page of Pentacles. So a little bit of mirroring energy here with the Moon on both sides. Strong Pisces energy. I get a lot of Cancer as well. And then on the side of your person, the Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be dealing with somebody with strong earth in their chart. Doesn't have to be, but a little confusion. I feel like maybe some quiet. Once again, could be little to no contact. Or if the two of you are talking, I don't know if you have talked about everything that is going on because it feels like there's a lot under the surface. And it does feel like things might not be quite as they appear. Somebody could be thinking, dreaming about you, could have very strong feelings for you. But for whatever reason, it feels like you're a little bit in the dark about this, Aries, with that Moon energy. But I do have to say, with your person having the Page of Pentacles, it does feel like there's something they're wanting to do about this, something they're wanting to say, some step they're wanting to take to show you that they're here for this, that they are interested. But for you having the Moon as the heart of the matter, there could be someone that you're thinking about, somebody that you've got feelings for. But I don't know if you have shown this either. I'm very curious what's going on here. It feels like a conversation is needed. Spirit, why do we have the Moon? Why do we have the Moon? Look at this. The Knight of Cups. And I can't even believe this. On the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Wands. Right behind it, a Page of Swords energy. We do have all the pages showing up here now because the Page of Wands, Page of Cups are on your side, Page of Pentacles on your person's side. For those of you that don't have anybody specifically on your mind, that definitely can be new beginnings, communicating with somebody, meeting somebody, falling for someone, flirting. But a lot of you do have somebody that you're interested in, somebody that you're thinking about. And I have to say, with the Page of Swords, the Queen of Wands showing up here, this person is incredibly curious about you. Definitely could be looking at your pictures, social media, things like that. You are on this person's mind, and and you might not even know it. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here for that Page of Swords. But look at what we have going on. The moon is clarified by the Knight of Cups, Scorpio energy. It does feel like, whether you know it or not, whether you are aware of it or not, you have turned somebody's head. Somebody is drawn to you. Somebody is interested in you. And honestly, Aries, there might be somebody that you're thinking about. Maybe you don't know what's going on or how they feel about you, but you could be falling for this person. You could be in love with them. You could be wanting to explore things, take things to the next level. It feels like with this Knight of Cups, there definitely could be somebody that you have even very deep feelings for, but we need some conversation. We need some communication. It feels like you both want it, but like I said, seeing a lot of quiet energy on both sides with your person here with the Moon and the Page of Pentacles. Once again, when the moon shows up, things might not be quite as they appear. You definitely could be looking at things thinking that it's one way, but it is another. Because I see this Page of Pentacles here, which is a desire to say something, do something, offer something, make it real. And I feel like somebody does want to. It's like they do want to do something, say something to show you that they're thinking about you. In your daily life, we have the Hermit. So moon on both sides, Hermit on both sides. That is why I'm saying I don't know if the two of you are even talking. If you are, it definitely feels like there's a lot more going on that maybe you haven't talked about yet. With a Hermit showing up in your daily life, though, Aries, you could be spending some time on your own here. I'm an Aries, and I don't know if people realize just how much, like, I don't know, Aries does like to be on their own, or very independent. I like to spend time by myself or recharge that way. And I definitely feel like, because Aries can be very social, can like really put themselves out there, but we definitely have like this solitary energy as well. And with this Hermit, you definitely could be taking a little time out, a little time to think about things, a little bit of time to process, could be working on yourself. But I do feel like there's somebody you're thinking about. I don't know if you've told them how much you're thinking about them, Aries. Your person has a Queen of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy showing up here. Strong Capricorn here, though, Taurus and Virgo. You could definitely be dealing with an earth sign, but we know the Queen of Pentacles is about somebody who could definitely see you as someone they could get serious with, somebody they could take things to the next level with, somebody that is looking for something real, who is looking for something more. I also have to say, with the Queen of Pentacles showing up in this daily life of this person, they could be working on their foundation. They could be working on their finances, their pentacles, their work. They could definitely be wanting to have more so that they feel like they can move towards this with a little more confidence. And honestly, Aries, you're working on some things too. 8 of Pentacles energy in your heart space. I definitely can identify with this. And I even brought it out to show you all. My book, We Are the Artists, I published it 10 years ago. I'm celebrating. It's free, available on Kindle right now to download if you want to. I'll put the link in the description box, also on my website. But it's just funny to see this and to see the person with all this work energy and the books, because I've been writing my next book like all weekend long. I actually have a little cramp in my hand from typing too much, so it has been a little tricky kind of holding up the decks, but I definitely identify, Aries, you could be working on some things. You could be throwing yourself into some things very passionately here. And when it comes to love, when it comes to a connection, there could be something that you're ready to like explore on a deeper level, something that you want to talk about. Definitely could be writing messages or wanting to communicate something, because you know that this is worthwhile. You know that what you have experienced so far with this person, it does have value, and you want to see more. You want to experience more. Your person has an 8 as well. So it's interesting you both have 8s. For me, that 8 definitely in the infinity symbol. Once again, some of you could be dealing with a soulmate or a twin flame here. A lot of mirroring energy, but where you're just wanting to put in that energy, take some chances, do something, say something, your person is feeling kind of stuck, and we'll get a clarifier to see what that is about. Gemini energy here. We do have the castle, which for me in a love reading represents the love, the connection, the things that the two of you are meant to share together. But for some reason, this person feels like it's intangible, like they can't reach it, they can't have it. Could be going around in circles in their mind, thinking about you like crazy, but feeling like their hands are tied. Spirit, oh my goodness, and that just jumped out. With the Eight of Swords, wow, why is this person feeling like their hands are tied? And my goodness, this card like just keeps jumping. The Tower just came out. Wow. Okay, that's pretty intense here. We'll talk about that, but I do want to show you, I can't even believe this, on the bottom of the deck, a Six of Wands and a Six of Cups. Leo, Scorpio energy. But Aries, I do have to say, this can be somebody who's thinking about you. In some cases, somebody who's missing you, even longing for you. Somebody who maybe has been working on themselves. Maybe there has been a difficulty or a challenge between the two of you. But I do feel like this person wants to put this in the past. They want to move beyond that. They want to talk to you. They want to see you. They want to be close to you. They want to be near you. They could also be very deeply in love with you and really wanting to impress you here with the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands. But something has happened. There has been some sort of tower. If there hasn't been a tower between the two of you, something has thrown this person for a loop, shaken them up, shaken up their life to the point where they feel like they've still got to get some things sorted out and get some things together. But in some cases, there could have been a tower between the two of you. And that can be a few different things. Sometimes that can be a challenge or a difficulty, a shakeup, a situation that really hit this person hard when it came to you. If there was a misunderstanding, miscommunication, a separation, it could have really like thrown them for a loop more than you even realize. It also can be the fact that there's something about you in this connection that has like been intense for this person more than you even realize. You could have like shaken up their whole world, changed everything for them with the Six of Wands and the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. There can be this energy of falling for somebody, the feelings you have for somebody that can absolutely just, cause your world to change in a significant way. But ultimately, it feels like they really want this. I just have to show you when I lifted that Six of Wands and the Six of Cups here, the other cards that were revealed to me, there's a lot here. Eight of Swords, once again, feeling stuck, feeling anxious, but we have I just have to hold these in a very careful way because this beautiful Empress card, I get in trouble with YouTube community standards here. Okay, we have the Empress, the King of Swords, the Strength card here, and the Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Libra, all the air, and then all the fixed energies. I know this is a lot of signs, but it's a lot of cards, and I know it can be confirmation for you all if you hear them. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus can be significant. But Aries, somebody is thinking about you. With that King of Swords energy, it can be somebody who doesn't necessarily wear their heart on their sleeve, but somebody who could be making up their mind, making some decisions, even if there have been challenges and difficulties, because look at this. We have the Empress here. They do feel like you could be the one. I mean, the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, somebody they could get serious with. The Strength card is here, working up their confidence to do something, say something, because Aries with the Wheel of Fortune, they want this chance. They want this chance. They want to see you. They want to be with you. But something has thrown this person for a loop. And I feel like they're sending mixed signals because your intentions are the Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy here. With the Seven of Cups, this can be not necessarily knowing exactly what to do, what to say, what move to make, like a lot of confusion here with the Moon energy. And you could even just be being quiet if you don't know where this is going or if you don't know what this person is thinking. I know with me as an Aries, it's like, I want to know if somebody's interested. I want somebody to take some steps. I want somebody to maybe take a stand, show me what they're feeling. Maybe even fight for a little bit if there has been like communication. I feel like when somebody just gives up too easy or, just throws in the towel, it can make me feel like, I don't know, maybe they're not that interested. It can be confusing. And yet you never really know what's going on with somebody else. They could be going through some major things that you don't even know about. And you feel like, I don't know, maybe they aren't wanting to take a chance. Maybe they're giving up too easy, but there could be other things that are going on that you don't even know about. But it does feel like there's been some confusion and you don't necessarily know how to move forward with this. Let's see if we can get a little more insight around that. Spirit, why do we have the Seven of Cups? Why do we have the Seven of Cups, the Lovers? Are you kidding me? Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and back to the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords right behind it. My goodness, I just have to, I have to show this to you. Four of Wands, Aries energy, Queen of Wands, all the fire but strong Aries. And once again, the Page of Swords. Somebody's curious, interested. Honestly, it could be like really in deep over you, wanting to take things to the next level. But my gosh, you guys, we've got to have this conversation. Like, I feel like you're confused because Aries, Seven of Cups, clarified by the Lovers. You are into this person, like incredibly intensely into this person. Once again, I know every one of you is dealing with a different kind of situation, but when you get the Lover's energy, there's something real, there's something more. Maybe even dreaming about them, maybe even fantasizing a little. I know that I definitely do that. I think we all do that at times. Think about somebody, what it would be like to move forward, to be with them, to see what can happen. But the reason is because this is the real deal. We have the Lovers here, the Emperor coming up, which we'll talk when we get there, which is not only Aries energy, but definitely can represent a strong soul connection. And we just saw the Empress. Gemini energy for the Lovers, but for me, the Empress, Emperor, Lovers energy can represent a very significant connection. Somebody you can't get out of your head, somebody you can't get on your mind because you were meant to meet. Like you were meant to meet in this lifetime. And I feel like this person is very aware of that. Their intentions are the Three of Wands, Aries energy. That Three of Wands is definitely the energy of somebody who wants to explore this, somebody who wants to take some steps, somebody who wants to see what can happen and see where this can go. That Three of Wands kept showing up on the bottom of the deck. It is your energy, and it is somebody who wants to talk, see you, be near you, would maybe even like to hear from you in some cases with this Three of Wands because your ships are coming in, maybe hear from you or want to send messages or communicate with you. Let's go ahead and see why we have this Three of Wands. And I do want to say, if some of you are dealing with a twin flame soulmate, I do have several readings on my website for general readings as well and general love. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Spirit, why do we have the Three of Wands for what this person is intending when it comes to Aries? My goodness, I had two jump out. Before we even look at them, we have an Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Maybe somebody's been moving slow, but I feel like they don't want to waste their time anymore. They want to talk to you. They want to see you. I do have to say, the King and Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck, Eight of Wands here, there could have been some instant chemistry between the two of you, like when you met, like something really significant. And oh my goodness, right when I go to talk about the King and Queen of Wands, out comes the King of Wands right here and the Ten of Wands. A lot of Sagittarius energy, though all the fire, but once again, regardless of sign, gender, these are energies. And honestly, this is somebody who's willing to work for it a little bit, somebody who is willing to fight for this. This is somebody who finds you interesting, attractive, somebody who wants to finish what they've started here with the Ten of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with a little bit of a workaholic energy, doesn't have to be, but the King of Wands and Ten of Wands can be that. Could be somebody very creative, somebody very passionate, somebody who exudes confidence, even if they don't necessarily feel confident on the inside. It definitely feels like they seem to have that confidence about them. Some of you could, oh, my ear is ringing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who's very creative, entertainer, artist, something like that with these energies. But it does feel like this is somebody who wants to explore this, could even be like with the 10 of Wands, like wrapping up some things in their life that could have been standing in between the two of you. And you could be doing that as well, because this is somebody who wants this. This is somebody who wants you, Aries. Like, they want you. I mean, they want you pretty bad here with the energies that are coming through. For the potential outcome here, we have the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Emperor energy. Like, are you kidding me? And that Emperor is sitting right there next to the Lovers. I mean, just like gives me chills a little bit that some of you are definitely dealing with something here very significant. If you don't have anybody specifically like that on your mind or in your life, those of you holding space for new love, Page of Wands, Page of Cups, once again, can be new love, also can represent new beginnings. And for some of you, it does feel like there have been some things that have been confusing, maybe be even on hold. Maybe there have been some shakeups, some misunderstandings between the two of you. But Aries, you want to talk to this person. They want to talk to you. There are feelings. There is interest. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And then we've been talking about the fire all along because it keeps showing up. But I do feel like this can be a flirtatious message, a communication. And it feels like the two of you are kind of talking to each other. The way that I'm seeing the energies, I do feel like you're interested. This is a very vulnerable, open energy. This can be heartfelt messages. But sometimes with the Page of Wands here and then the Page of Pentacles, somebody could start maybe with, I don't know, just like almost like making up an excuse to talk to you, making up an excuse to see you. But it is because they're interested. It is because there are feelings there. It is because they do want to, they do want to see you. And honestly, with the Emperor energy here showing up in your potential outcome, I do feel like this is somebody who definitely likes you for you. The energy of your major arcana showing up here can be somebody who admires you, somebody who's interested in you, and somebody who feels like you could be their match, somebody who wants to step up and be what you need. For your person, we have the Four of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Fool energy. Libra, Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius can be significant, but if there's been some quiet energy, I'm not surprised here with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Wands. This is somebody who's clearly been through something. You don't get the Tower. The Four of Swords comes right after the Three of Swords. Like, you don't get these energies. The Nine of Wands is somebody isn't a little worn out, a little unsure, a little hurt, a little wounded. I don't know if this is something that happened between the two of you. Once again, there could have been something. And, I know Aries, and I know I do it. We can send some mixed messages for sure, and sometimes can really throw people off, but it is like our nature. We can be very spontaneous, but as I was saying with this Hermit energy, we also have the energy where we go within, and I know I'll have people, I'll think about them all the time, like, and then I'll realize, oh my goodness, I haven't talked to that person in like a couple weeks, and it's just because I'm like in my own world and I don't do it on purpose, but it feels like maybe there has been some sort of confusion. But once again, if that isn't something that happened between the two of you, there could be other things in their world, in their life that they need or are working on a little healing from. But if there's a quiet energy, I do feel like they're thinking about you. With the Nine of Wands, this is somebody who definitely is gathering everything they have to see something through, to take a step, to make a move, and to ultimately, look at this, take a leap. The final cards here, the Emperor and the Fool here, have very strong Aries energy. So it definitely feels like this is something could take you by surprise. It almost feels like somebody's kind of like faced the other way in their world, working on their things, and somebody is taking a leap. With the Fool energy, I do feel like there could be somebody who's wanting a fresh start, a new beginning, somebody who is ready to do something new, to do something different, somebody who maybe had been like, I don't know, just going through it. Maybe you've been going through it too. Doing something completely spontaneous to just show you you're the one. Spirit, why do we have this Fool energy? We have, oh my goodness, the Two of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the High Priestess. Cancer, all the fire, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces can be significant. But Aries, somebody wants to talk to you. Somebody is interested in you. Definitely with the High Priestess, thinking about you maybe a lot more than you know and realize. But with the Two of Cups, it's because they have feelings for you. They want to take this to the next level with you. They want to see you. They want to be with you. You've got feelings for them. They've got feelings for you. And I do have to say, like with the Lovers and the Two of Cups, this can be like beautiful, one-on-one, very intimate, falling for each other, getting to know each other, spending time together, and making this happen. With the Page of Wands on your side and the Page of Wands on their side, it does feel like a spontaneous, much needed communication, message, conversation is about to happen. So that is the message that I have for you. I do hope something in here spoke to everyone who was guided. If you enjoyed the message, please put a like. If you haven't subscribed, I would love if you would. Once again, if you're interested in a personal reading, my website is charityjanice.com. You can also find the link to download my book. It is available for free on Kindle just for the next few days. I think the 25th to the 29th to celebrate 10 years since I published. So anyway, I love if you guys want to check it out. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.